It's July 24th, 2024. Today makes 9 years since I have been saved, been walking with God pretty much, and having to test my faith within the entire 9 years, especially the last couple years, to actually start doing more for myself and being more established in my community and engaging the general public and embracing the fact that, oh, now I know my profit. Now I see myself being a celebrity life coach and entertainer and being a trillionaire and so much more. So yeah, it's been a mighty long 9 years, and then just being on my spiritual healing journey for a year and a half, that I didn't get this far without help, because in 2015 somehow God started calling me and made arrangements for me to be baptized in the Country Club Plaza fountain pretty much. And he was doing all of this through social media. I'm not sure if it was God. I'm not sure if it was the spirit or the universe or the ancestors, the angels, or whatever the case may be. But I grew up in church pretty much, and have had a belief in God, regardless of the fact that, there's kind of like a crossover in religions when it comes to like Christianity and Muslim or Islam or whatever the case may be, especially when you come from the black community or whatever, or like a black family or whatever the case may be, and you kind of have to be able to learn more about yourself and find out who you're called to be, not so much as called by people to be a certain thing or whatever the case may, a certain person, place, or thing, or whatever the case may be, but as so much as like knowing that, okay, God called me. Why did he call me? Why is my life technically the same as it was before I was saved? It's just that I'm more mature, and in hindsight, I've always been mature. I've always been a man. I've just finally been able to have breathing room to actually learn how to be a man, know what I like, what I don't like, what triggers me, and things of that nature, instead of just relying on other people all the time. So yeah, I've been attacked pretty much the entire 9 years through people I personally know and through people on the internet. I've gone through a lot of spiritual warfare, and pretty much the entire time I was basically led to my church and things of that nature. I was able to move out. I've been surviving for the most part, and finally being able to see and hear and discern more in my spiritual journey, and just be able to heal, be able to let go of the past and forgive myself, forgive people, places, and things, and learn how to create boundaries and start cutting people off or limit their access to you. Because the entire 9 years, I've seen so much good and great happen for everybody else, and the most that I could probably know or say is the fact that God has been covering me for 33 years, and I finally made an effort to break out of my comfort zone, break out of the generational issues that hinder me and hinder my family to continue to be the same. Despite my slow progress and things of that nature, I've been able to tap into my passions and follow my dreams and see myself on the red carpet teach myself how to rap, how to sing, how to write lyrics, how to write stories, how to tell stories, how to get on camera, and just be ready to be caught upon in the music, entertainment, business, politics, spiritual, religion, whatever the case may be, and just be able to do God's will to the best of my knowledge and ability. The money's been acting funny for a while. And every once in a while, I get visions and dreams or just like little glimpses of something. It's like, well, when is it going to manifest? I keep getting glimpses of people on my social media that I'm supposed to unfollow or block or something. Even if we have mutual friends. It's like, oh, why do you keep bringing this person into my spirit and you keep showing them? So it's like, eventually I may just unfriend these people and then find out after a while why I had to do whatever the case may be. Because some of these people have probably done me wrong, or they lack engagement with me despite following me for a couple years to 5 to 9 years, especially when it comes to preachers, religious men, gangsters, and wanksters, either doing all they can to befriend me without engagement, or attack me and choose when to engage with me by sending me messages and comments and things of that nature. And that's I thank God that I'm a lot stronger now, where if I feel like it's too much, then I can actually unfriend them without feeling guilty behind it or block them, because I know they're going to just keep coming at me. So it's like, come on now. But I'm proud of myself for the progress that I have had made. I'm learning how to be a man. I'm learning how to reach out for help and embrace my prophetic call, my prophetic destiny in life, and set out to make a difference, change the world, or whatever the case may be that I'm able to do, and still be able to enjoy my own life and be that leader, that public figure that I've come to know that a lot of people look up to me or look forward to seeing me. And I'm not the villain as I am led to believe that I am in some people's story. I'm the hero. I'm the friendly neighborhood life coach, hood prophet, celebrity life coach, neighborhood prophet. Or whatever my little catchphrase for me was. So it's like, and I'm doing my best to walk in my call, get that human interaction that I need, and then prepare for emergencies, and to make sure that I'm raising my vibes and protecting my energy and following my dreams, and having the insight of knowing that, okay, my angels, ancestors, the kingdom of heaven, God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, and all of the other good stuff is rebranding me. I've been held hostage my entire life, and as I turn 34 in 6 days, I thank God that I've gotten this far, and I'm praying that my life gets to be so much better, greater, farther in life, where I'm not held hostage to my family, my hometown, my church, my community, my rapport peeps, and things of that nature, because my spiritual assignments are more than just in my city. I deserve to go on vacation and travel the world and meet celebrities and high-profile people who I'm actually called to. So I thank God for getting me this far, because if you told me 2 years ago that I would still be alive, 2 years ago when I lost my job was probably the first official time that I could see myself taking my life, and I was enduring so much spiritual warfare. I was enduring spiritual warfare personally and basically from the effects of the entire world. So it's not just, I'm being affected by myself personally, then I'm being affected by other people and other social issues and things of that nature, while being affected by people who are narcissists and low vibrational and bullies and things of that nature in real life and on the internet. And over time, I've gotten to understand how this works. And I thank God that I'm not really religious or traditional. That, yes, I don't care for so much of the craziness in the world or labels and things of that nature. But I get to be my own individual personality and not be held hostage to people who only see what they want to see out of me, because they see they see what me as the regret that they failed to even make an effort to do or be who they're supposed to be or who they want to be, especially who God called them to be. See, I didn't get to this point overnight to be like, oh, I want to be a life coach, I want to be a rapper. I got to this point because I started noticing that the universe was gravitating me towards young men and things of that nature, and engaging the general public through all of my jobs and school and serving my community and things of that nature. To not know myself, but to still somehow be in rooms as a part-time employee on literally every job I've had since, I was 20 when I got my first job, and my last job I was, 32, for 12 years. After losing my mama, and then having to learn how to rebuild myself and be a man at 20, 21, and things of that nature, and be more open-minded, whether I'm talking to the lowest of the lowest or the highest of the highest, whether I'm in the community scene or the night scene. And just be able to embrace myself, embrace the energy, learn the vibes, catch them, get high, or whatever the case may be, and not feel like I have to look over my shoulder. Yeah, 2024 is the year of exposure. That's what's been said. We've been seeing it pretty much the whole year thus far. And I've had to really be like, I'm ready to take my life back. I started getting my brand, which is hashtag Blue Shield, or the Blue Shield bringing, and being the Prophet Blue personality, knowing that I have an idea of what I want out of life, how I want God to use me, how I want to do ministry, mentor, network, life coaching, or whatever the case may be, and be making sure that I'm creating generational wealth, retiring early, give back, make sure I have multiple streams of income, multiple real estate, and all of that good stuff, and not just be all for myself or all for everybody else while they drain me and gravitate to my energy just to take money or pleasures from me or vices from me or whatever that they get out of it without me getting any benefit out of it. Yeah, I'm in a time of reciprocation more, and I'm able to stand up for myself more and just tell my testimony to the best of my knowledge and ability. Despite the mental health breakdowns and the enemy playing tricks on my mind and trying to take me out several times throughout my life, being born sick, and doing my best to watch my health while people take advantage of me and disrespect me and downplay me. having narcissistic men and women, religious and political and all of that spiritual, who only want the worst for me and not the best for me, and I cannot never see what I have planned for or what God has planned for. So I thank God for helping me stay alive, despite sometimes I do get those senses of depression and doubt and financial drought and things of that nature. And I'm believing God for a financial miracle that this time around I will never have to ever ask or borrow or lend. And trust God to help me manage my money, because I am a financially responsible person. I've just had too many religious people, too many needy people, especially men, inbox me too much, asking for money, and I'm working part-time, and I'm looking like, but when I get fired and lose my job, they're nowhere to be found. I've had too many scammers and spammers and all of that. And it's time to take my life back and make sure I get to live my best life while you get to travel the world and go out of town and move and this, that, and the other. But I'm thankful for God helping me get to this point in my life. I'm thankful for the people who have came alongside me, whether they agree or disagree with me or whatever effort or whatever the case may be, or just stay in the negative religious mindset, low vibrational narcissism and all that other stuff. Whereas I could see myself having mansions and penthouses and celebrity friends, rich friends, and be a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, whereas they just would stay in the hood and not take risks, but would want me to take care of them and the whole household while they contribute to nothing or little at that, and just be rent-free. When I want people to take care of me too, I can't be the man of the house if you want to run over me and rule over me and walk over me. And that's in anywhere, in public or in private. It's like, I can't work for nobody who all they do is uplift me, and then when I do something bad, they want to tear me down. And yeah, they're using me as an example and probably are gossiping me at the same, gossiping about me when I'm not in the room at the same time. They're probably not uplifting me. So it's like, when I'm not in the room. Yeah, despite the fact that I'm technically disabled or whatever you want to call, handicapped or whatever. It's like, but I've made it. I've survived. I believed enough to be like, hey universe, hey spirit, hey ancestors, hey angels, this, that, and other. I want more out of life. I don't want to be a Disney character or Aladdin or Joseph the Dreamer, where we're constantly fighting from being in our pits to the palace and things of that nature, just coming from the hood or the street or whatever the case may be. And I'm learning how to embrace men from the street, from the hood, from the riches and from the poor. Because I can't pretend to go off of what society tells me or what all people tell me, this, that, and the other, to do God's will or whatever the case may be for my life. And I'm just judging them based off their outer appearance, especially if they have tattoos all on their faces and stuff like that. It's like, or piercings. If it's an excessive of whatever that may prevent me from actually judging them instead of actually being able to help them, then it's like I have to overcome all of that. People were so focused on me being ugly, being gay and all this other craziness, and they were just being narcissistic projectionists and just projecting all of their flaws on me and all of their energy and all of that stuff on me, and then not realizing I had to come to realize that I'm the black sheep of the family. I'm a loner. I'm a Leo. I'm an introvert. I'm an empath and a prophet and so much more. So, yeah, I thank God. I thank the universe. I thank the angels, the ancestors, the spirit, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, and all of that good stuff for awakening me spiritually and awakening my spiritual man and opening my heart and my eyes and ears and discernment to be like, I can be exactly who I see on TV, on a movie, who got money, and so much more. If I'm called to reunite the family, then okay, help me reunite the family. If I'm not called to reunite the family, then leave me out of it. That's how I feel like a lot of times. Because I have the family complaining to me about the same stuff for a whole lifetime, and I know the stories by heart. I always know who the villain is, the victim is, and the roles keep being the same. They either get switched depending on who the character is, or they're always the same. But I don't get the reciprocation out of it. I don't get the financial reciprocation out of it because I am a brand, I'm a business, I'm a nonprofit, I'm a ministry, and so much more. Yeah, so I want people to, want the best for me out of my life as I want the best for them out of their life. Because my life is not about you, your life is not about me. I want my money, I want my gifts, I want my bags. I want my promised land. I want my Red Sea, mountaintops, pit to the palace. I want my spiritual eyes and ears and discernment. I want to be awakened from every level, be able to unlock and unblock all of my gifts, talents, and skills, be healed and set free and delivered and all the other good stuff from everything else in between. To tap into my passions, follow my dreams, and see myself on the red carpet. And I thank God for everything He does for me. #Blue Shield.